And of course, there were interviews with a number of people on the other side of the argument. They say that it's not the breed of dog that matters, but how the dog is bred and handled. Do you agree, or do you feel that certain types of dogs are just too risky? I agree that any type of dog can be dangerous if it's badly or wrongly treated. It can bite people, in other words. But to me, the problem is much more likely with these aggressive dog breeds. And they're much more capable of damage if they do become aggressive and attack people. They do more damage than a Cocker Spaniel, for instance. I also question the motive of anyone wanting to own a dog like this. It's a bit like owning a weapon. It's as though the dog is designed for fighting and attacking. If you want a large and powerful dog, why not own a Great Dane? Great Danes, despite their huge size and their power, are not known for attacking people. The supporters of the American Bully XL say, with the correct breeding and handling, these dogs are perfectly safe. My argument is that you cannot guarantee that dog breeders and owners will be responsible, and in fact many of them aren't. If these dogs account for 6 out of 10 dog attacks, perhaps it makes sense to ban them. There are, after all, hundreds of dog breeds that you can own. These dog breeds give dogs a bad name, and I think the arguments defending them are pretty thin. Are we saying then that it's okay if several people die in the UK each year just to protect the right of certain owners to own dogs such as these? I don't think so. That doesn't seem balanced to me. I'm normally less inclined to state intervention, but with this example, I think there's a case. Next news article that caught my eye. Tata Steel in Port Talbot in South Wales. That's the main steel producing plant or factory in the UK. And it's under threat again. Steel, S-T-E-E-L, is a metal, a mix of iron and carbon. And steel is used in the construction of buildings, in ships and trains and cars and bicycles, and in the production of electrical appliances and weapons. In other words, it would be very difficult for us to do without steel. But the steel industry in the UK has long been under threat. And it's needed lots of government money, government intervention to keep it going. I noticed these news items because many years ago I used to work for British Steel, as it was then, in Port Talbot, at that South Wales site. I wasn't working on the blast furnaces. That's where the steel is smelted or made. A furnace, F-U-R-N-A-C-E, that's a place where massive heat is produced for industrial purposes. So no, I didn't work on the blast furnaces. I worked in the IT department and I was a computer programmer there. I've observed in the years since that the steel industry in the UK has struggled to make money, struggled to be profitable, often because it's in competition with the rest of the world, particularly China, who seem to be able to make steel much more cheaply than we can here in the UK.